Since a computer club is not an individual, it was never possible for them to legally install Avast. Of course, nobody would have ever come to your house to say, hey, you shouldn't be using this. We currently protect some 3.8 million computers in service nationwide on 3,100 school districts throughout the country. That figure changes daily because there are always new signees. Again, all you do is go to the website, sign up for it, get the license, and you have the free version. The endpoint protection, it is not something you and I will ever have on our computer because it's designed for a large bunch of computers that have to be administered through one central point. The average school spends somewhere between $15,000 and $25,000 a year to protect their systems. This is $25,000 potentially that they could use to further education. The only stipulation Avast has is that the money that they save be used to further education, not to increase the principal's salary. If you don't have protection on school computers, you will soon wind up having something like this.
This is our school library. We need to be quiet and not to disrupt the students at their work. Whatever. Of course, we also have the necessary modern equipment. Our students could use this facility for their research, to write their school papers, and to do their homework for the science lab.
Thank God we just installed the security system. Oh, and it was for free! Avast, now providing free security to schools and universities.
I don't remember ever being taught that in my science class. I had to learn it the hard way. I had promised that I was going to simplify, clarify, and demystify your computer usage. And this hopefully will take care of that little promise. You don't have to be a geek to understand this. A little knowledge of plumbing might help. Two things I want to point out. Everyone should use application software of the highest quality, and we all need to get in the habit of making regular image backups. Without backups, when your system becomes totally infected or your hard drive crashes, you lose all of your personal information. If that happens and you're not prepared, you wind up in hot water, or in this case, some other kind of water. And if you don't make a regular image backup, which is your way to recoup, then even the debugging tool will not serve its purpose. Any questions on this one?
Just take the plunge.
Avast started this program 3 years ago. It's actually an extension of their support forum. I've been a part of their support forum since 2004. It's a voluntary thing. I don't get paid for it. I do not work for Avast. In 2010, Avast asked whether I'd like to stop typing and start talking instead. And I said, if you guys want to pay for my vacations, I'd be more than happy to do that. As you all probably know, FACUG has a Technology at Sea coming up starting Saturday, and my wife needs to assist me, and Avast gets to pay the bill, a fringe benefit. So I don't work for the company, but I'm very happy to use their product. My big sales pitch. This is what's protected me for the past 10 years. In 2003, when Norton was using more of my computer than I was, I looked for a replacement, stumbled upon Avast, and it's now been there for the past 10 years. It's extremely light on system resources and has done an excellent job of keeping my computers safe. If I do my job properly, then hopefully by the time I leave, you folks will want to install the free version of Avast on your computers. And if that happens, I'll be more than happy to accept your credit card and sell you the free version of Avast. Let's start things off with some basics. You get a notice to update. Whether it's your operating system or a program that you're using, almost all updates are there because they discovered a security breach within the program or operating system, and the sooner you update, the sooner you'll again be protected. The longer you wait, the longer you're at the mercy of the crooks. When you get an email or you wind up on the internet, don't be click happy. Just because there's something you can click on, you could wind up with an infection if you don't know where that click will take you. Passwords are designed to protect you, your work, your computer, and they should be something strong. And no, you can't use password as a password. If you're a gamer and you're online playing your game, it's not the time that you should shut down your antivirus program because you'd like things to go a little bit faster. If you're using Avast, we have something called a silent gaming mode. It means full protection but no interruption unless you pick a game that's a virus. That would get blocked. But outside of that, you just go ahead and play your game and you're fully protected. Avoid person-to-person file sharing and stay away from pirated software. Two sure ways of getting your computer infected. Social engineering attacks right now are rampant, so communicate only with folks you actually know, and remember that not everyone is your friend. Just because you see a button there that says click here to like me doesn't mean that's what you ought to be doing. Why would I click a button I don't even know the person or the company? Anytime you click one of those buttons, you're actually sharing all of your information with that third party. So only click buttons from folks you actually know. Be cautious when you're using public Wi-Fi. McDonald's is not where you should do your banking and your shopping. Save that for when you're home on a secure network. Currently we have 2.4 billion internet users globally, 274 million here in the US, and almost 85% of all those that go online also do some form of banking and shopping. The more information you share, the easier it is for somebody to intercept something and use it for their gain and your loss. 6 signs that your computer is probably infected. Hopefully that's not somebody you know. You haven't yet gotten to the internet and you're already being bombarded with pop-ups. Once you get to the internet, you'd like to go to one website, but it winds up taking you somewhere else. A security program pops up out of nowhere and tells you that you have several hundred infections. Posts you didn't write appear on your social network, and suddenly you can't use common system tools like Control Panel, System Restore, Task Manager. They're just not available to you. A program holds your PC for ransom. That's what's called ransomware. And this is what it looks like. It now comes in 2 flavors. One of them says it's coming from the FBI. The other one now says it's coming from the NSA, since it's been in the news quite often. All of them tell you that your computer either has illegal software on it or kiddie porn, and in order for you to wind up not going to jail and to get the use of your computer again, they want you to purchase a prepaid credit card, send them the serial number, and in turn they promise to send you the information needed to unlock your computer. Without that information, these are the only screens you will ever see. You'll never be able to do anything else on your computer. The average person doesn't have the skills to bypass Windows, clean up the infection, so this is what they're stuck with. There have been some cases of infecting a computer down here in Florida at a hospital. They wanted $4,000 to release their patients' records because they were all locked up. Something good always comes out of something bad. This particular person got hit with ransomware, got the notice from the FBI that he had kiddie porn on his computer, and guess what? He did. So he packed up his computer, ran down to his local FBI office, and turned himself in. Not too smart a person, When he got there, they looked at him and said, "What the heck are you talking about?" He said, "Look, it says the FBI caught me with kiddie porn, and I have it." Something good out of something bad. This is the newest one, and this is the nasty one. It does not lock up your computer. It lets you use your computer, but it encrypts everything on your computer. Without the key to unlock that encryption, you will never ever get to see your pictures, your emails, your documents. They're totally encrypted. They're using 2048-bit encryption, which is a lot stronger than what your bank uses when you're online doing your banking. So without the key, forget your information. It's gone. Another reason why you need to get in the habit of making a regular backup. If your computer winds up being infected, the best protection is to be prepared for it before it happens. If you get in the habit of creating regular image backups and you run into one of these things, simple. You restore your image to what it was like before the infection or before your hard drive crashed. Very simple, takes you about an hour to do, and you're back in business. Without it, you're totally locked up.